Damit kann er leben. Die Scham besitzt er nicht. Schmeckt umso besser. Nochmal drin. Da können Leute vorschlagen.
I guess if we can recover something so that we don't need it. It's supposed to be that one.
previous OC, like together we choose like there's some rules to the base. The main rule is that you want to have flexibility on another card. The other rule is that you can't have kind of like moment David is the committee with the So just use any. Yeah, sure. Yeah. I know what I mean. If you pronounce it the other way, it's in.
Ja, das ist ja auch logisch. Wie soll es denn so sagen? Man scheitert daran, war ein bisschen krasser.
Shall we go to the opening ceremony? Yep. Oh, let's go. It's in 2 minutes. That's for urgent.
What do you mean? Why are you asking? I've never done it before.
Yes, it is.
It is in the
Eureka tent?
Yeah.
Eureka. It's that way.
Yeah, and there is shortcut. Open shortcut.
Wait, is it open?
Yeah, open shortcut.
Question. Before I go to the meeting, testing some of your cups, I have to be auto, but otherwise if you don't mind.
Yeah. And also there's a whole other bottle, I think. No, there is not. That would be cheap.
I was like, yes, you have my attention already.
Ideally, like someone
Auto
Ja, genau.
say yes. I need you to say yes. Finally. I mean, if it was right. Yeah. Trying to eliminate
So you didn't go to the opening ceremony?
No. I've already been there.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah.
This year? Maybe?
Last year.
So guys, stop. Go out. Go left. There is this place called 19. Yeah, so there is coffee, there is water, there is simple food. It's free if you volunteer.
The same place that yesterday.
Did you go there?
No, I didn't.
So you didn't. Yeah, that's left. Yeah, there is coffee. Water. I'm 1999. I don't know. Yeah, there is so some place out there. So I guess there is also breakfast and tea. It's a combination of German and English, so you can help a little. What do you want to do?
I know some degrees of I'm trying to like
so many things, but yeah.
You mean like maybe it's like if you see someone without like maybe
I can tell you like right now, this is my bag, so if someone tries to
They are in your pension money.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
All the people is there.
What?
All the people is there.
Okay, thank you.
Did it like ask your question by sending
They tried it last. No, it works. No, it's not like plastic cup. Maybe being a bit
She just speaks she understands us in German. She speaks English herself. She speaks Dutch and Latin. She's just awesome at it.
How
No exit.
Potentially two. Did you get airplane flu? It seems like when people fly they get sick, no? Yeah. Yes. 1 hour 45 minutes. Closest RoboCup this year. Well, next year's going to be different. That's going to be a bit of a flight. But last month, I contemplated sending a shipping container with all of the equipment, and I might be able to tailgate some junior. We will see. We have to get in touch with them.
A very good evening. This is the very first live stream from RoboCup 2024.
Wonderful.
What a magical moment here. Behind me you can see venue number 1. We have 3 halls like this. Here are the football fields, we have rescue leagues, we have junior competitions. A lot is going on here. Now, my name is Lieve Scheere. I have been to RoboCup many times. I love the RoboCup, and I have brought Toon Verlinden.
Hi,
Toon,
everyone.
this is your very first time at RoboCup.
My very first time.
First impressions?
Yes, I was an amazed nerd the entire day.
Wonderful.
It was like, wow. I saw so much passion and fun in all those people, and you don't see that visually because those people are like working on their computers to fix their robots, to work with their robots, but it looked so good.
Very concentrated.
Very concentrated. And you have like these nice competitions going on where you have those now robots, those very small humanoid robots, and they're so cute.
And helpless.
Helpless and sad at the same time. Yeah, cute and sad at the same time. It's
True.
so funny to look at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to do here. There's going to be competitions for 4 days now. Football competitions, of course, but also rescue league, where they have to find victims in the rubble and collapsed buildings that have been, well, remade here for the robots to walk inside. Simulation competitions, that is what is going to happen here. And what we want to do on this channel is give you as much live streams as possible so you can follow all these competitions. There are several football leagues. We have cameras on all the fields. You can see that our director is already flipping through the different live streams here. And starting from tomorrow, all these fields will have competitions. We will guide you through the teams that are playing, what the results were, who is going to play against who, and things like that. Now, on this website, you can do 2 things. You can either choose your own live stream. All these fields are accessible for viewers all the time. You can say, I want to watch rescue now. I want to watch humanoid football now. But you can also follow our main channel. This is our main channel, and this is where we will have talk show moments like this every evening. We will have a host. We might have guests every now and then. And we will switch to the live stream with the competition that we find most interesting at that time. Maybe we are here in our live studio that we will use the entire week. Maybe we can show a video, small drone overview of the entire hall. I think the video is ready now.
It's only one hall that we saw in that video.
This is one of the 3 halls.
It's huge over here.
There's
so much to do. Yeah.
And so Jelle, our cameraman, made this shot using a drone. It's very brave to fly a drone with this much nerd power on the floor.
They can hack everything.
Each and every one of these competitors knows how to take it down. And they might want the battery or something to use.
Sure, they can reuse the drone.
Absolutely.
Yeah, sure.
Good. What I also want to say is you can visit this event. If you are within driving distance of Eindhoven in the Netherlands, you can come here. I think the entrance fee is €5. €5 entrance fee.
That's not that much.
That's almost free. You can walk around, you can see the competitions. There's a lot of demos. There's a kids corner. Have you seen the kids corner?
Yeah, you can do activities as well, where you like can steer your own robots in a little football match, but also things where you could, there's even little pet dinosaur
robots that you can hug.
I think dinosaur robot is one of the coolest combinations of words that there is. So I think it would be a good idea to go. Yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
absolutely. If you want to come visit RoboCup, you can find all the information and the tickets on 2024.robocup.org. RoboCup with a U, of course. Otherwise, you will end up at the website of the movie, I guess. There is also an app. You can download the RoboCup 2024 app, and that will give you an entire program of what is happening here. There are lectures, there are demos, and of course, there are the competitions that are going on. And you might see us here, of course, while we walk around. That being said, this was your first complete day at RoboCup. you have seen things, you have talked to people.
Yeah.
Give us a bit of an overview of your day, your first day here.
There are so many interesting little facts that I didn't know.
Okay.
For example, there's a Wi-Fi referee over here.
What does a Wi-Fi referee do?
I didn't know either, but I asked. And apparently you're not allowed to send updates to your robots while the competition is going.
Very important. When the game has started, you have to. Oh, we switch cameras. We're finding out. When you switch camera, when the game starts.
When the game starts again.
When the game starts, the robots are autonomous.
Yes.
They have to make all the decisions themselves.
You cannot touch them anymore.
They have to be pre-programmed, and no humans can interfere, except with a technical failure. You can take them off the field. And so the Wi-Fi referee.
Yeah, so someone has to check that nobody cheats. And like someone tries to send little Wi-Fi packages to their robots and update them while the competition is going on. So there's a Wi-Fi referee looking for that. And if you're caught, yeah, you're in big trouble, of course.
I was there when a team was caught.
Is it?
Yeah, I was there when a team was caught when they had sent an update during the second half. And
Sneaky.
most probably, it wasn't completely cleared out, but most probably somebody opened their laptop, not knowing that the program was running, and it started sending updates. That's probably what happened, but we are not sure. So yes, Wi-Fi referee, you can see it here.
Yeah, yeah. Also, I really like the rescue robots. They were
The rescue
very
robots. I don't know if we have a live stream of the rescue or if we can see something. It's the
like
robots that have to drive over rough terrain.
Yeah, and open doors, and they really have built this amazing parkour in wood with some gravel in there, with some height differences that they all have to climb or have to go through. Here we see it going on. They're doing some tests right now. And sometimes they do a game where they have to find a victim, for example, as quick as possible.
Somebody is hiding somewhere there, or hiding or playing somebody who's injured.
Yeah.
And the robot has to find the person and then contact the authorities.
Yeah, or maybe you want to. Yeah, it's all safety. Yeah? So you want to send people in where you don't. You want to send robots in where you don't want to send people in. For example, fires. I talked to an old firefighter over there who actually built the terrain.
The man who builds the terrain.
Builds the terrain.
Wonderful.
Yeah, he was an amazing person. He had the background as a firefighter, now retired, but he worked at the World Trade Center when that collapsed.
9/11, he was there as a firefighter. Wow.
He did the diving department in New York. And trained those people. He worked at the firefightings in California when they had to fight fires over there. And he learned a lot of things along the way, expertise that he now uses to build parkours, to test robots in a standardized way, to make them as good as possible to help firefighters. Wow. So I really like that.
So he had an amazing career.
Yeah, amazing.
And now he's here building the terrains for the rescue testing.
Yeah, for rescue testing and to make everything standardized. So we're sure that we can compare robots, like which robot is good at opening doors, which robot is good at climbing stairs, for example. And I really like that. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. And one more thing that I learned, someone told me, the ball of the mid-sized league. Yeah. The mid-sized league is like the robots that are
robot wagons, robots on wheels.
Yeah, robots on wheels. It's a yellow ball.
That is true.
Yeah. And there was a time that the robots could only see like, my target is yellow.
I remember that.
Yeah. Now they can also see the ball needs to be round before I kick it. The object needs to be round before I kick it.
I see.
Yeah. Because they didn't know. And what happens when you have like a small child that sits on its knees next to the terrain? You have the yellow ball
that's the yellow ball rolling, and that's a football robot standing there.
Yeah. So you're still testing.
Yeah.
But so if you have a small kid.
This is a live image, by the way.
This is a live image.
Testing.
Yeah. So you have all these researchers trying to get their robots up and running for the match.
And so were children attacked by the robots?
Yeah, because if you have like a yellow shirt and you sit close to the border of the terrain, they think like, oh, that's an object I have to kick, and all the robots go nuts.
Well, I remember in Brazil 10 years ago, RoboCup in Brazil, that at one point the game was stopped because there was some technical issue, and they actually said, "Can the audience member with the yellow T-shirt walk away, please?" So they sent him away because it was also recognizing this object all the time.
Yeah, so there are so much cool things over here. Another thing that I liked is you have the junior competition as well.
Yeah.
For the kids from schools, and they don't put them away in the farthest corner possible.
Absolutely
they put them
not.
together with, let's say, the experts and the full-on researchers.
Yeah.
I really like that, because the juniors can see like, ooh, this is where I can build to, and the researchers themselves can see like, ooh, that's an enthusiasm that I once had, or that I maybe still have.
Remember where the fire was still burning.
Yeah, maybe it still burns, but they can look at it and think like, ah, cool.
Yeah, of course.
I was like that as well.
Yeah.
And I really like how they mix and match all those people.
Nice symbiosis going on
for
there.
sure,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah. Lieve.
That was your day at RoboCup?
Yeah, my day at RoboCup. I was thinking other things that I did and that I saw. I really was, I'm in favor of the underdog. And the underdog over here at the RoboCup is a simulation.
That's true.
The simulation people.
Simulation League.
The Simulation League.
Well, we're going to explain the leagues in just a minute, and then I will remember that your favorite is the Simulation League. So we talked about your day. There's also a bit of video, so we can watch a first impression, some images that were shot today, what is happening, what this looks like, and what the people are doing. So that's a first impression. A lot more to come. We will be filming all week. We will have a lot to show you. So every evening we have our talk show, probably at 7 o'clock, where we will go over the past day. And during the day, of course, there's live streams all the time. But the competitions.
The competitions. There are so many competitions, Lieve.
There are many competitions. Top of my mind, the big ones are football, rescue, and at home. We are actually working at the robots here that might one day do your dishes
and my laundry,
make the beds, and the laundry, and the lawn even. Well, we already have robots that
we tackled that one.
That do the lawn. Yeah, and then the junior competitions. You have football, rescue, and on stage.
On stage.
What's on stage? On stage is a performance.
Okay.
And it is students younger than 18.
Yeah.
And they do either a small play or a sketch or an explanation or a dance or something with music, and they collaborate with robots. They have built small robots themselves with Arduinos and stuff like that. So often it's dancing together. I have seen one who had a conversation. It was like a play. Some had built big animals an elephant that could move the trunk. It's really nice to see. And when you talk about enthusiasm,
there's a lot of enthusiasm.
That is the place to be.
Yeah.
Let's start with the football competitions.
The football competitions.
Two main groups. There are humanoid robots that have arms and legs, like Robin here. And there are robots on wheels. Robots on wheels you have in two kinds.
Okay.
There's mid-size league, and these are pretty large. They are about 1 meter high.
Yeah.
And they drive around.
Like a little pyramid on wheels.
True. They have to fit in a box, but they're more stable when they have a pyramid shape.
Okay. Why do they need to fix in a box? Do you know?
That's rules.
Okay.
So there is a box, a certain amount of centimeters, square box, and they have to fit in there to be allowed.
Yeah.
They play with a normal FIFA ball. So they use the actual ball, and they have a hammer system to kick the ball.
Now this we see now mid-size league, but they're not the pyramid shapes like special ones.
Some teams have square ones because it's allowed.
Okay.
And the goalkeeper is also square because he wants to. Well, the goalkeeper wants to have as much surface as possible.
All right.
Normally, they also give names to the robots. I still have to check what the names are. I saw Robodinho is playing,
right, of course.
and Van der Tandwiel was playing for a while. Robin van Perslucht, well, the typical names. So that's the mid-size. Important here is that every robot has its own computer. So there's no central computing system that sends commands to the robots. They do their own decision making, and I think they communicate a bit through signals.
Yeah. And cameras, probably. I heard a story that the first time that a team learned how to lob a ball, that it became hard for the other robots to see. So they just lobbed it to the goal.
Out of sight.
And all the other robots was like, where's the ball? Where's the ball? And the ball just dribbled into the
There's
the
been
goal.
there's been many tricks used.
Yeah, that's a trick. I got the idea that they all try to trick each other with a new thing.
They do it often. I remember the year that the Dutch team, Tech United, right here, found out that if you turn the robot around and it drives afterwards, that the ball is hidden and the other ones don't know what to
You
do.
go with your back to the goal, that the others say like, where's the ball?
But then the other ones had to invent some code that could remember that the ball had gone behind another. So it's
cool.
Trickery and innovation is what they do. So that's the big robots.
Yeah.
Then you also have small robots on wheels. It's the small size league. They are right behind us. I don't think they are visible on the camera yet. Maybe we can go to the live stream. These are small wagons, about 30 centimeters in diameter.
Yeah. Like a speaker type of thing, a Bluetooth speaker size.
But these are all controlled by one central computer.
Okay.
So all the thinking is happening in one computer, and it's a hive mind. The computer will steer the positions of all the small wagons. This is where you have very fast play.
Yeah.
Sometimes this computer will see, if I do tak, 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 there's an opening there, and it will happen immediately because they all think with one mind.
Yeah, it goes very fast.
You
And
could
they
see.
have like these colored dots on top.
Yeah.
I think it's a camera on top, and then
That's
they can
right.
see like, that's my robot.
Yeah. So the input for the computer is a top camera. Here you can see how they move, very synchronized. The input for the computer is a top camera, and using the colors, it can see what team it is and how the robot is orientated.
Yeah.
And then it can send commands like turn a bit more left, right, and stuff like that.
Yeah, they're ready to catch the ball. It's like
Yeah.
shoot, and the other one is there, and it shoots, and yeah, okay.
And the referees have this small stick that will not only grab the ball but also hide it from the robots, so they behave.
Yeah.
Otherwise, a lot of software is running, and you see strange stuff. That are the robots on wheels.
Yeah.
The other competition is humanoid robots, and which is what most people expect when they come here, to see real big robots with
Playing
arms
football.
and legs. They come in different sizes. You have adult size, the size of us. Very difficult to build an adult-sized robot with a university budget that stays upright.
Yeah.
So their main goal is walking towards the ball and kicking a penalty.
And not falling over too much, because then they break.
That is absolutely the point.
Okay.
These small ones can fall over and stand up again. These big ones, when they fall over, they normally need a lot of fixing, and quite often very expensive fixing.
Yeah. Those are small ones we see right now, eh?
Yes.
Smaller ones.
Then you have a teen size, which is in between, which is, I think, about a meter and a bit high.
Yeah.
And then you have the small size humanoids that we see here. And these are the ones that can actually take a position, fall over, stand up again, bump into each other. So they play actual games.
Okay.
It doesn't look like Madrid, Barcelona yet,
Not yet.
but it's fun. When you choose a team, when you choose, I'm going to support this team, there's a lot of tension.
You're really into it.
Yeah, and you will hear it around the field also.
Okay.
Yeah. Building a robot is expensive and takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
That is why we also have a standard platform competition.
Okay.
And that's a competition where the teams can just buy an existing robot.
Okay.
And they have chosen here for the Now robot, originally by Aldebaran. And that looks like this. So you see all the robots are the same. The teams have bought them.
Those are the ones that I found so cute and sad at the same time.
It's true. I know what you mean.
And sad in a good way, eh? Like, oh.
Yeah, you feel for them.
Yeah, you feel for them.
But that's, of course, because it's a big company building them that has taken the time to make it look appealing.
Yeah, of course.
Also, fun thing, there is a Now clinic here in this
Is
hall.
it?
Yeah, and it's
Oh, it dropped. Oh, it
so
fell over.
there's big posters, Now clinic,
Oh.
and you can go there, and there's actual engineers from the company there. You can give them your hurt now,
No.
and then they will repair it. And it's completely shielded off. because they don't want the children to see people working on a broken robot. You know, like taking the intestines out. And,
I also heard that with the Now competition, one of the main things you have to program for is how quick they can stand up again. Because they fall over a lot.
Yeah.
And you win by having them standing up quickly.
So that's the thing about humanoid robots and standard platform is that, well, especially standard platform, since you all have the same robot, the difference is in the software.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And so these teams work on better code, better moves, better equilibrium, faster standing up, better positions on the field. And that's also the difference with the robots on wheels. They don't have to think about falling over and standing up. They can play purely on position and strategy.
Tactical strategy, yeah.
This is also the philosophy of RoboCup, is that the humanoid leagues have to build better humanoid robots with better equilibrium. The standard platform leagues have to build better software to make sure they take
They
they do the right
stuff
things.
like that, yeah.
And then the robots on wheels don't have to bother with the mechanics of standing up, and they have to play position, speed, and strategy. And they hope that all this comes together. The hope is that some leagues will meld together.
Yeah.
If the humanoids are good enough, then they could start using the tactics of the standard platform, of the mid-size league. Yeah.
With the goal of playing against humans in 2000.
It's the big goal of RoboCup to beat the human world champions with a robot team in 2050. I don't know if it's gonna work. It might. It might.
And do I have to think of humanoid robots?
That's
that
the
can
plan.
be, or is it
That's
like
the
the ones on wheels?
Every year we already have a game, humans against robots. Here, it's the last game of the event.
Okay.
We have never lost.
Okay.
We have had goals scored against the humans that were actually good goals by the robots, but our agility is much better. Yeah. And then, of course, we have your favorite football competition.
The simulation challenge.
The Simulation League. And of course, some people think we live in a simulation too. But the Simulation League is... Oh, we get a note from our director. The Simulation League is simply software running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you arrive over there in the tent and you see all these people programming against each other, and they really simulate the game in their computer.
And then it's shown on the screen.
2D or 3D, yeah?
2D is just positions.
Yeah.
And 3D is you program the joints of a virtual robot to move around, and they actually fall over and stand up like a computer game.
Yeah. But yeah, so they all program together, and then they do a match.
Yeah.
And then they all look at the screen at the same time and go like, ooh, fell over. Okay, back to the computer again.
The thing is, they play this game real time.
Yeah.
Just for the fun of watching it. There's no need to play it real time. You could have this game in 2 seconds and then look at the score.
Yeah.
But Simulation League, it's always there at RoboCup, and not many people stop to watch the screen, and there should be somebody there just...
It's not as visual as,
explaining,
of course, as the robots really walking around.
But I like simulation.
But they can simulate like 1,000 matches in I don't know,
probably
10 minutes or an hour, and then they get better after a while, and maybe they can take that software and use it somewhere else. And
it's probably the first league where AI will play a major role in simulation. Yeah.
That leads me to another question. Maybe you know. So we want to, the robots want to beat humans in 2050.
Yeah.
So the robots now are already quite good, but not good enough to beat humans.
No, far from it.
You're already here for a long time at the RoboCup.
26 years already.
So you already saw 26 years of growth.
Yeah.
We still have 26 years to go.
We're half the way.
We're halfway. Is it possible? What limits us? Why is there like why does growth go as not slow, but at the pace that it goes now? Is there a limit factor, or
the big limiting things up until a few years ago were equilibrium.
Okay.
The difficulty for a humanoid robot to stay up.
Yeah.
Then Boston Dynamics came, and they did impressive stuff with the Spot robot and with Atlas. Still, the university teams here don't have the budget for these platforms or to build their own. But now you see Tesla Bot building the same, and you see X1 Robotics doing the same. And all the big AI companies are moving into robotics.
Okay.
So, if you look at the progress of RoboCup over the past 26 years, and we keep the same steady line, no, we will not beat the human world champions in 2050.
Yeah.
But everybody's kind of hoping, waiting for that exponential
For a big
surge to
Yeah.
take. And there is bigger hope than ever before because of these robotics companies that are doing such impressive
Putting
work.
a lot of budget and effort into.
Yeah. And one big leap that has been made, when I look at the teen-size robots, like this high,
Yeah.
humanoid robots, and I see how the researchers will actually grip them by the handle and just drag them over the field, and they will follow with their feet. That was absolutely impossible 10 years ago.
Oh, right.
Yeah, then they would carefully pick them up and put them, and now they can actually push them around and they will follow along.
Okay, cool.
Adult size, not yet.
No.
But teen size is the equilibrium is the big difference that that they have made. So I still believe that in 2050 they will beat the human
Human.
world chip. I'm not sure. Yeah.
We will wait and see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then let's quickly go over the other competitions outside of football. Rescue we already
Sorry,
mentioned.
one thing before
Yeah.
you go to rescue. Why football? Why
Ah.
don't they play basketball or tennis or something else? Why football?
That is a good question.
Thank you.
Again,
Again, good question.
When you say football instead of basketball, the mechanics are easier because the ball will stay on the ground.
Yeah, it doesn't have
you
a
don't
3D
you don't have
thing
to
going on,
to
yeah.
bounce. And baseball, football was chosen for a few reasons. One being that it's very appealing to a big audience,
Yeah,
that it's a very
sure.
popular sport. Another reason is that you have to build robots that collaborate, but they have to reach a goal in an environment that works actively against them, the other team.
Okay, yeah.
So if you build robots that have to work together in a quiet environment, that's a lot easier.
If they have to play mini golf, then they
Yeah.
just go and yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
So a team that has to build a plan, so to speak, but the moment they want to execute it, another team thinks, how can we make this fail?
That's true.
Is a very good way of trying to develop robust systems that can deal with changes, with setbacks.
Very flexible system.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that
of
was the
course.
reason for the choice for football. Yeah.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
And there are other leagues as well.
That's right. The Rescue League, we already mentioned. You build robots that can be used to enter buildings after a disaster, a collapse, things like that. We have seen here the Belgian army is here to help the students with a challenge, but also to learn about new robots that are being developed. They even say, we'd like to tell the robot developers of the future what we need,
Yeah.
especially for peace missions and demining and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Then, like you said, the New York firefighter was here, also somebody who comes from the field. And one of the teams, the Japanese team, was used in the Fukushima disaster.
Yeah. Cool.
Because there was the best things that they had in Japan were these student teams. And so they actually...
They really used the student teams.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. That's Rescue League.
They, the firefighter also told me like he's also the judge
Yeah.
of the Rescue League tomorrow, and said there are you get minus points if you, for example, need to go to the robot to change
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
And he told the story like, yeah, because sometimes we use robots and you have a demining mission, and the robot is at the car that they suspect of something wrong, and then he couldn't open the door.
Yeah.
And then someone has to go full on in their protective gear,
Yeah.
huge gear, to the car, open the door, and then back off again, and the robot can go on.
Yeah,
So yeah, there are like these things they have to keep so much into account,
Yeah,
and they have to be
Yeah.
so autonomous as well.
Yeah. So that's Rescue League. Then you have At Home League, robots that have to help us around the house.
Very useful.
Also at home, some people build their own robots, and many of them use standard platforms now.
There they are.
There are a lot of assistant robots that are already available even for restaurants, for care homes, things like that. And so the challenges that they typically have is ask your robot to bring you a can of soft drink.
Yeah.
And it has to understand the voice demand. It has to go to the kitchen, open the fridge, visually recognize the can you wanted, take it out, and then write back.
Yeah.
It's typical tasks like that. There's also every year a dishwasher challenge. because that's what we want, isn't
Where
it, Toad?
is something that loads our dishwasher.
Please, the dishwasher, because the dishwasher washes automatically, but we still have to load it.
So
Poor
boring.
us. Oh, amazing. So that's the at-home competition, and then the junior competition.
By the way, you get bonus points if you turn the cup the right way up, and if
Really?
you don't throw your knife just into the dishwasher, but put it in the right place. So if you can throw it in with your robot, but you get bonus points if you put it in the right spot.
Well, we have shared a few videos of the dishwasher challenge last year in Bordeaux.
Yeah.
And some people were alarmed because without a context, they saw a robot grab a knife and point it up and then walk away. So it had to put it in the
You
dishwasher.
need context.
But they said, is it a good idea to teach them how to grab knives?
As long as we also teach them that it belongs into the dishwasher, I think it's okay.
That's right. Good. And then finally, the junior competition.
Yes, for sure.
Junior competition, it's a beautiful thing. It's students, it's schools under 18. They have arrived today. The atmosphere there is different, but just as amazing as amongst these teams.
Buzzing enthusiasm.
And also, it's a huge adventure. There are teams here from Brazil and from Japan, and they fly here and they compete.
All over the world.
It is amazing.
Apparently there are 45 countries over here.
Yeah, there are.
Presented. That's
Yeah.
so much. Why Lieven? Why are people? I get the appeal.
Yeah.
But why do you think people fly from all the way from Mexico, let's say,
Yeah.
to over here in Eindhoven to be here? You also went to Brazil, So
Yeah.
What?
I
Why?
waited to do my first RoboCup when it was in Eindhoven and I could come here by car. But once you feel these 3 days, what happens here, because the competitions are great, they are nice, the competitions are great, but then after a while, they start conversations with each other, and they learn from each other, and they teach each other new things. So there's a lot of innovation going on here because they can all meet each other. That is the reason.
So cool.
Okay, and so what we were talking about, the juniors, they have football competitions, they have rescue competitions, but then they just drive their cars over a small table and have to rescue a tin can. And they have on-stage competitions where they perform together with the robots, and that is a wonderful thing to watch.
Cool. So much to do.
All of this will be visible on this channel, different live streams that you can flick through and see everything there. But just before we came here, we had an opening ceremony. And I think Guy has the video of the opening ceremony ready. This is what happened. Maybe before we go there, what are we going to do tomorrow? Guy, at what time do we start tomorrow? 9 o'clock? He said 9 o'clock in the morning and showed me 6, but it's 9. So starting from 9 o'clock, you will have live streams here. We will host the event. And then I think that in the evening at 7 o'clock, we will have our second talk show here. Toon, thank you very much for being here today.
I love being here.
Walking
so
around
much fun.
and talking to people. And now we're going to see what happened at the opening ceremony that we just had here.
All right.
after 11 years, we are back in Eindhoven! And Robin, I saw on your way to Eindhoven, to RoboCup today, you already tried one of our Dutch specialties, eating a nice snack from the wall. How do you like it? Would you recommend our participants to try this in Eindhoven while they are here? No. Well, maybe you don't like to eat from a wall, but I'm sure that all of your robots like to take their energy from the wall, right? And someone who knows all about this, robots and RoboCup, is our very first speaker of this opening ceremony. Please give a warm welcome to the president of RoboCup, Claude Samut.
Thanks and welcome to Eindhoven 2024. As you know, we were back here in 2013, and it's a very, very brave set of people who mount RoboCup, but to do it twice is amazing. So I want to thank Renee and all the team, everyone behind RoboCup, because you see it's such a great setup here, so please give them all a big round of applause. I also want to thank the Technical University of Eindhoven and all the sponsors, because of course without them it couldn't happen. I don't want to take too much time, but since we were here in 2013, it's good to think about what's happened in between, because there's been a big rise of artificial intelligence, big rise of robotics, and we're part of that. And what we'd like to do, we've been thinking about, the trustees, we've been thinking about what's the future directions of RoboCup, where are we going? And as you're competing, please think about what you would like to do, where you would like to see it go, and tell the technical committees, the execs, and so on, so that we can help you and help the progression of the whole field. So I don't want to say too much more, but we're all competing here in the spirit of cooperation as well. So please enjoy yourselves, and I declare the RoboCup open and hand over to the other speakers. Thank you.
Thank you, Claude. So Robin, I don't know what about you, but every time I enter RoboCup, I feel like I'm part of this big RoboCup family that is all connected through a passion for robotics and technology. How do you feel about that, Robin? This is what I mean, right guys? And Robin, you know who is part of this year's event of our big family as well? It is definitely our next speaker, who is one of the major hosts of the event this year. So please give a warm welcome to the president of the Eindhoven University of Technology, Robert Jan Smits.
Wow. After 11 years, the RoboCup is coming back to Eindhoven. And isn't it great to be here together? Fantastic, what an ambiance, what a fantastic large number of people joining us here to see the best of what robotics has to offer to society and to the citizen. So it's really great to be here, and on behalf of the Eindhoven University of Technology, I wish us all a fantastic couple of days. Really walk around, go to the different events, have a look in the little corridors where people are working on the robots, and make sure that you are there when the final is played of the big tournament where the best robots, the best teams will soccer against each other. So once again, on behalf of the Eindhoven University of Technology, welcome to Eindhoven!
So Robin, we could all see in the video that you also visited the university in Eindhoven already. Can you recommend any other nice locations that our city here has to offer for our participants while they are here? Ooh, it's a good one, Robin. The Eindhoven. It's one of the most special buildings in the world, right here in Eindhoven. So definitely recommend to visit it while you're here. Or if you're part of the symposium, it's this year's symposium location for RoboCup 2024. So let's continue and introduce the next speaker of today. It's someone who definitely knows a lot about great places in Eindhoven. So I would like to invite our Deputy Mayor, Maas van Lansveld, to the stage.
Hey, welcome folks. Great to see you all here in Eindhoven. On behalf of the municipality, I am delighted to welcome you here. And we are here in the heart of technology in the Netherlands. And it is no surprise that this week our government has announced they will invest 275 million euros in tech talent in this sector, in this region. And that's an applause, folks. Let's go. So this city is famous for technology, design and knowledge, those three things. And this event actually hosts three of those characteristics, so we're very glad with that. So this is my first RoboCup. And what I've heard is there will be rescue missions, there will be football spectacles, and also robots that can help with domestic little tasks. So as a father of three little children, I am super curious whether there's a robot that can help me wake them up in the morning, bring them to bed and bath. So please, if not now, then the next RoboCup, I hope you will have that robotic function readily available. Now, as a visitor, you can enjoy a variety of workshops, lectures, demonstrations and company stands. And I would like to also express my gratitude to the sponsors, because we should not take for granted what the corporate sector is doing here in this region. Without them, this would not be possible. So thank you very much for that, all the sponsors. A very big warm applause, people, for all the sponsors. Now, rounding off, please embrace this opportunity to explore, learn and be inspired by the RoboCup. So in Eindhoven, we know how to work hard, but we also know how to play hard. Enjoy yourselves.
Hey Robin, I came with a surprise for you. Because our next speaker, you might know them, and some of you might know them as well. Because 11 years ago, in RoboCup 2013, they co-chaired to organize this event. And they were so enthusiastic about it that they did it again this year. So give a warm welcome and a big applause for René van der Molengraaf and Roel Merry.
Dear RoboCuppers, a very warm welcome here in Eindhoven, also on behalf of Roel, to this 27th edition of RoboCup. We are halfway to 2015. So I realized just listening to the other speakers that about half of my speech was already mentioned numbers of times, so I'll just skip it. Let's go to the real important parts. And one of the very important drivers for us, ambitions for us to wanting to organize this for the second time, is that starting today the event is open to the general public. So this is the opportunity for us to showcase our technology, to show what we can do with robotics, what we cannot do, that we can make our younger kids enthusiastic for technology. And that's why we do it. So let's inspire as many people as we can during this week with our beautiful robotics technology. That's one. And the other point, and yeah, we all realize probably that in today's world, it might be more challenging than ever to engage in open technology development with students and researchers from all over the world. And yet, we do it. Because the realization that we must collaborate to tackle the challenges of our time remains as strong as ever.
Certainly. And we couldn't have done this alone, so we also want to thank everybody that contributed to the realization of this event. We have a fantastic crew, consisting of a lot of young people and some a bit older. We also want to thank the Eindhoven University of Technology, the Department of Mechanical Engineering, who have really supported us from the start of the organization. We have our main sponsors in the municipality of Eindhoven, the province of North Brabant, and also the companies of VDL and ASML. All of these have made the event possible, together with many other sponsors that contributed from a small amount to a larger amount. We really appreciate to all of it. Of course, also the RoboCup Federation for trusting us and granting us the event for a second time to host it here in the Eindhoven city. Finally, also, we wish all the teams a great week. Lots of success. We want to see thrilling and unforgettable competitions. We hope to see a lot of knowledge exchange between the different teams. And, of course, let's also enjoy the emotion that comes with this top sport, with this robotics event. Finally, for the ones that can't be here, we are going to host RoboCup Live, so everybody at home can enjoy all the competitions. We're going to stream it all. You will find it all online. And for the people here, have a look at our app. There are many things to explore and enjoy. Thank you.
Thank you, René and Roel. Wow, it's so great to see everyone gathered again, all RoboCuppers from all over the world. All over the world. And Robin, what's wrong? Ah, yeah, we almost forgot one of the most important things of today. Thank you, Robin. And you know what? I think we need our deputy mayor for this. So I would like to invite back to the stage our deputy mayor, Maas van Landschot.
Hey, back again.
And it's even that important that we need a table for the case, so let's bring it up.
Yes, everyone, great to have your attention again, because we're going to do something special. Or should I say, someone special. Mr. Peter van Lith, where are you? Please come forward. Where are you? There are you. There you are. Now we have some family members to accompany him. Please join the stage. Okay, great to have you here on the stage. Everyone, we have a very special person here. This is Mr. Peter van Lith, and I will tell you something about his impressive contribution to robotics and teaching and science in the Netherlands. Mr. Peter van Lith, you are one of the pioneers of artificial intelligence in the Netherlands. And you have been involved in the RoboCupJunior since 2000. But already in the 80s, people, he was working on easy to understand articles in the Telegraaf, a Dutch newspaper, about robots, writing about language comprehension and image recognition. Finding in 2004 the RoboCupJunior and becoming part of the International RoboCup Federation, with its goal, of course, to encourage young people's interest in science and technology. Bear with me, people, because it's going on and on what Peter has achieved in this topic. Working for years, inspiring young people to participate in robot football matches. Doing that by engaging schools and developing teaching materials. Coordinating tournaments and doing all those tasks, right? Preparation, getting sponsors, finding jury members, etc., etc. And the Dutch RoboCupJunior Championship event takes place in the Nemo Science Museum in Amsterdam. And under your leadership, that has grown into an annual event where about 100 teams, comprising of 400 students, participate. And all of your expertise in this area made you a natural choice in 2012 to organize the 2013 World Cup Robotics here in Eindhoven. More than 1,000 junior participants were here from all around the world. And, this is very special, you were Queen Maxima's guide during the visit. And up until 2017, you were also the point of contact for the international organization. You have worked within the Beta Partners organization on an NLT robotics module, and you probably all understand what that means, I don't, and providing the robotics teaching material for the NLT subject. And those robotic learning pathways are used in more than 90 schools in the Netherlands. A major contribution that greatly increased the attention and interest in robotics in secondary education. So you have instilled enthusiasm in entire generations about robots and artificial intelligence. Not only the students, but also the teachers and researchers, by demonstrating how you can bring this knowledge and experience to a large audience. Peter, you are an inspiration to many. And today, under your eye, the Robotics World Cup again takes place here in Eindhoven, and that's wonderful. So you are all wondering, what a long story, I want to see robots play. Hold on one more minute for the following. Petrus, Hendrikus, Enrico, Maria van Lith. It is my pleasure to inform you that His Majesty, the King of the Netherlands, has honored the nomination to appoint you as Knight in the Order of Oranje Nassau.
Ik weet niet zo goed wat ik moet zeggen. Ik ging hierheen om nog weer een keer bij de wereldkampioenschappen aanwezig te zijn en te zien hoe al die teams geweldig met hun nieuwe robots van alles hier lieten zien. En met name de junioren, hoe alle teams van scholen uit Nederland hier opnieuw meedoen in Eindhoven. En ik kom hier en daar hebben ze een plekje voor me gereserveerd en dan gebeurt me dit. Dit had ik niet verwacht. En ik sta met mijn mond vol tanden. Dat gebeurt niet zo vaak. Maar vandaag weet ik echt niet wat me overkomt. Ik ben geroerd en trots dat dit mag overkomen. En dan ga ik iedereen bedanken die hier aan dit complot heeft meegewerkt. Dank jullie allemaal nog eens vriendelijk. Oké. Ja. Maar iedereen heel erg veel plezier bij RoboCup 2024.
Wow, what a special moment to be part of, and very well deserved. So we cannot applaud enough for Peter. So give it up one more time for Peter van Lith. So it's time to start RoboCup 2024. We have seen teams already preparing for 2 days, and we cannot wait to invite more and more visitors to show what we are proud of, what we are passionate about, RoboCup. Robin, are you excited to start? Are you excited to start? Me too, but not before we close this opening show. And for this, we have a very special act, especially performed anthem for RoboCup 2024. And it's performed by Johannes, Dimfy, Lara and Margot. And they will start shortly. So please wait and enjoy the show.
Now it's time for a little party, right?
And
Okay, thank you everyone for attending. I wish you all a very happy RoboCup and good luck in the competitions. So again, juniors, stay seated, and to all of you, see you at the event.